Google is deleting TypeScript.
And moving to Mojo.
I pulled the receipts.
A compiler really did get deleted. Not by Google. 1.5 million lines of code.
77 seconds to type check. Lens. Same code, same rules, same errors. Google really is forcing a migration too.
Just not on TypeScript. Memory bugs. 76%.
Today, under 20.
And Mojo runs on tech Google invented. Then let it walk out the front door. 3 true stories, 1 fake headline. Let's separate them.
Lens. Start with what TypeScript actually is. A type checker that reads your code, prints errors, then throws every type away. What ships is plain JavaScript. That erasure is the whole design. Types are a compile time contract. At runtime, nothing checks them. Parse a bad API response, and your config is a lie. So the value of TypeScript lives entirely inside one program, TSC. And until this year, TSC was itself written in TypeScript, compiled to JavaScript. A JavaScript program checking JavaScript on a single thread. That is elegant. It is also the bottleneck every large codebase eventually hits. Google is not running from it. Angular 21 shipped on November 20th, 2025. Zoneless by default. Vitest replacing Karma. That is not how a company behaves when it is deleting a language. That is a company shipping a major release in it, on schedule, in public. So if TypeScript is not being deleted, what got deleted? The compiler. And the receipts for that are public, numbered, and reproducible. Here is the part nobody mentions when they show you the speed chart. Type checking is not parsing. Parsing is cheap. Inference is what costs you. The checker walks your program and asks a question for every expression. What is this? It builds types, compares them, caches them, and does it again. On a small project, you never feel it. On 1.5 million lines, you feel nothing else. 77.8 seconds for one full check. Inset. And that is the batch number. The one that actually hurts is the editor. Opening the VS Code project in the editor took 9.6 seconds. 9.6 seconds before autocomplete knows anything. Every branch switch, every cold start. Multiply by a team, by a day, by a year. You cannot optimize your way out of that in JavaScript. One heap, one thread for the checker, and a garbage collector you do not control. So the TypeScript team did the thing that sounds insane. They deleted their compiler and wrote it again in another language. Not Rust, not C++, Go. This is Microsoft's project, not Google's. The TypeScript team, led by Anders Heilsberg, the man who designed the language. The repo is Microsoft/TypeScript Go, video. And the first decision is the interesting one. It is a port, not a rewrite. The checker was moved to Go structurally, function by function, on purpose. A rewrite would have been faster to write and slower to trust. Type inference has a decade of behavior nobody has fully written down. It only exists in that code. So compatibility came first. Same algorithms, same order, same edge cases. If the old checker accepted your weird generic, the new one has to accept it too. Why Go then? Because the old compiler was already written in a garbage-collected language with the same shape of data: structs, maps, pointers, cycles. Rust would have forced a redesign of ownership across a type graph that is deliberately cyclic and self-referential. That is a rewrite wearing a port costume. Lec. Go gave them a garbage collector, native binaries, and real threads that share one memory space. That last part is where the second half of the speedup lives, because now the checker can split the program across cores and still point at the same type objects. No serializing, no worker message passing. One static binary. No node process to boot. No dependency tree to resolve. You download a file and it checks your code. That is the entire install. Now let's look at the receipts. 6 real code bases published by the team with sizes and seconds, not a demo repo. Things you have installed. VS Code. 1,505,000 lines, 77.8 seconds, down to 7.5, 10.4 times. Playwright. 356,000 lines, 11.1 seconds, down to 1.1. Type ORM. 17.5, down to 1.3. Date funds. 6.5, down to 0.7. TRPC. 5.5 to 0.6. RxJS. 1.1 to 0.1. The pattern holds at every size, 9 to 13 times across 4 orders of magnitude of code. That consistency is what tells you it is the language, not one clever optimization. Memory lands around half, and the editor number, the one you actually feel, drops from 9.6 seconds to 1.2, 8 times. That is the migration everybody half heard, a compiler deleted and rebuilt in Go by Microsoft, shipping as TypeScript 7. Mojo is not in this story. Now, the second true story. Google really is running a forced language migration. It has been running for years. And the language being deleted is C++. Inset. Not deleted from the repo, deleted from the default. New code in the risky layers does not get to be C++ anymore unless you argue for it. The reason is one number that would not move. Memory safety bugs as a share of all Android security vulnerabilities. In 2019, 76%, 3/4 of the security work was one class of mistake, use after free, buffer overflow, a pointer that outlived the thing it pointed at. By 2022, it was 35%. In 2025, it went under 20 for the first time. That is the migration, in one line. And here is the part that surprised me. They did not get there by rewriting old code. Over 70% of the Android platform is still memory unsafe. They changed only what new code is written in. The old code stayed. The bug curve still collapsed because most vulnerabilities live in new code, not old. The density number is the receipt. Google reports memory safety vulnerability density in Rust roughly 1,000 times lower than in its C and C++. Lens. And it is not just security. Rust changes rollback 4 times less often and spend 25% less time in code review. Safer and cheaper to ship. That is what a real forced migration looks like. No announcement that a language is dead, a default that quietly changes, and a review queue that gets shorter. Which leaves Mojo. And this is where the rumor finally touches something real, just not the thing you were sold. Follow the compiler, not the language. In 2017, Chris Latner, the man who built LLVM, joined Google Brain to lead TensorFlow infrastructure. In 2018, he started MLIR. MLIR is not a language. It is a framework for building compilers aimed at hardware that is not one CPU. GPUs, TPUs, accelerators, all at once. It shipped publicly in 2019 and went into LLVM. Then Latner left Google, founded Modular, and built a new language directly on top of it. That language is Mojo. It is MLIR native. So yes, Mojo stands on technology born inside Google, which Google then donated to LLVM and did not keep. That is the whole connection. Google did not adopt Mojo. Google produced the compiler infrastructure, released it, and someone else built the language. And Mojo is not competing with TypeScript. It is not a web language. Its target is the layer under your model. Kernels, CUDA, C++, Python Glue. Status check. Mojo 1.0 Beta 1 landed on May 7th, 2026. 1.0 is aimed at this summer. It is a real language now. Now the honest catch. There are 4 walls here, and the second one is the one that will actually cost you money if you get it wrong. Wall 1. The Mojo compiler is still closed source. The standard library is Apache 2 with LLVM exceptions. The compiler is not. That opens in the fall. Wall 2. Mojo is not a drop-in Python replacement, and Modular says so. Porting Python is work. Betting a web stack on it is not a plan, it is a hobby. Wall 3. Rust does not fix what you already shipped. 70% of Android is still unsafe code. If your bugs live in the old core, this buys you nothing. Wall 4. 10 times faster type checking is not 10 times faster CI. If bundling, Tess and Docker dominate your pipeline, you just made a small slice small. So the verdict? As a rule, you can apply on Monday. If your pain is type check latency and editor lag, TypeScript 7 is a free win. Same code, same types. If your pain is a class of security bug that keeps coming back in C or C++, the move is Rust for new code only and interop first, not a rewrite. If your pain is a GPU kernel written twice, in CUDA and in Python, that is where Mojo is aimed. And you wait for the compiler to open before you depend on it. The interesting part was never which language wins. A default changes only when the compiler can prove something a human reviewer cannot. Subscribe if you want the next claim checked like this.